This is Nat with the Other Side Nursery. So, a lot of concerns that people bring up or have questions about would be leaves turning yellow. A lot of plants will shed their leaves. Actually, I don't think there's any plant that wouldn't shed their leaves. But either way, old leaves will die naturally. There's no good way to prevent it, and you shouldn't really prevent it anyway, just because it's part of their growth system, growth process. They have to shed old leaves to make room for new ones and to spend more energy on new leaves. But leaves can turn yellow for other reasons also, like diseases or pests or just root damage and stuff like that. So I'll just show you a few examples of leaves turning yellow because of aging, their aging process. So here is a pothos with leaves that are turning yellow. So I'm not concerned about this one because it's towards the lower part, and also there's a vine going off this way, indicating that it's aging. It's just an aging plant. So it will shed off this leaf. Another example would be like this one over here. See how, I mean, this one can easily be knocked off now, but see how this leaf is yellow? It's just showing that it's growing because the new leaves, the younger new leaves are fine, but the old leaf is just dying off in the aging process. Another example, let me see if I can find a good, well, here's an example of one that's not doing too well. I think it's not mineral, nutrient deprived? Huh. Is it depraved or deprived? I don't know. But see how it's multiple leaves on different layers that are not doing too well. A good healthy leaf would look more like this one, but like these over here, but multiple leaves are turning yellow, so it looks like a nutrient deficiency issue. So I'm gonna put this one, actually, I'm going to give it some fertilizer, see how it looks in a few weeks or so. We'll take a look at that later. And let's see. Here's a Taka centrarii. This leaf is spent, but it's towards the base and away from a lot of the new leaves. So this plant is doing great. Or doing it the best that it can. And growing, see how this one over here, the old leaves are dying off, but the new leaves are fine. Here is an example of something that is definitely not okay. Here is a Dracaena goldiana. So all the leaves are terrible looking. The stem looks pretty shriveled, and especially the most concerning thing would be well, not the most, but one of the indicator that it's not doing okay would be the tip, the new growth. It's not doing well. See how it's all black and everything? So if you're ambitious, you can save a plant like this, but it takes a lot of effort. You can look at the stem. If the stem is wrinkly, just cut the black wrinkly part off. Like if I were to cut this, I would probably cut it where my fingernail is right now. The stem down there looks okay, but the fact that the whole stem is turning black like this, I would assume there's root issues, which is a lot to deal with. So you can cut it like that, and then honestly, I've never really dealt with root rot saving kind of thing. Some people use peroxide. There's a lot of ways to deal with it, but unfortunately, I'll probably just toss this one out just because it is a lot of time and effort and love, which I can't afford right now. So, yeah, I would say 90% of the issues that I see dealing with yellowing leaves has to do with the plant growing and its not concerning. So if you're concerned about your leaves and all that stuff turning yellow, you can send a picture over to my email or text message to me. The phone number, can you guys believe that I don't really remember my phone number yet? It's 971-754-9013, or email the picture to info@theothersidenursery. Or if you want, you can bring it in. We'll just have a little bit of an assessment. So, yeah, if you have questions, just let me know. Thank you.